Hi there. Does it look like I haven't slept? It's because I haven't. I haven't had a good night's sleep in 2 weeks. What is going on? I'm losing my mind. Alright, with that out of the way, the other day I posted a video talking about Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon and how they were unfortunately euthanized by the New York DEC following a raid on a non-profit farm. It was a very sad situation, and I did do some research before making that video, but I think I made that video mostly on passion and not really thinking about it too much because a lot of other stuff ended up coming out, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. The main thing I want to talk about now is politics, believe it or not, and I hate politics with a burning passion, and I'm going to get into it. But before that, I do want to talk about some things I did get wrong on that video. I had stated that Mark Longo and his wife were pretty, just stand-up citizens, and they are for the most part, but apparently it came out that Mark has an OnlyFans, and I guess that's a big deal. I don't care. I don't care, but I thought it was something I should mention because apparently that's a big deal that people have brought up on Twitter. I really need to start recording these things in the morning, man. God, I look like dog shit. Jesus. The main update I want to put on that video is that the person that ended up calling the New York DEC has actually been revealed, and I believe it's actually been a doxing. I'm not going to show her dox. It is a woman of the elderly variety. Very Karen-like. Everyone's calling her a Karen. She is. She looks exactly like the stereotype, but I'm not going to show her a picture or, talk too much about her because I don't really know why. I haven't seen a good reason. I've heard rumors that she was bragging about it on Instagram. I haven't actually seen the post, so I'm not gonna say that definitely happened or anything. But Twitter is ablaze with this information. I don't know how the docs came about. I don't know if she was open about it. I don't know if someone found her information and then started spreading it. I don't even know how they came up with the idea that this is the one lady who actually put on the docs. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna harp too much on it. But I'll tell you what, Twitter is absolutely flaming her. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into her personal details because this is an actual dox. This is a real person living a real life, and we don't really know the motivation behind it or anything. So this could just be, this could be the wrong person. This could be a person who had good intentions, but just absolutely failed in every aspect of trying to act on those intentions. I have no idea. And by the way, I'm not trying to justify anything that she did or anything, but as I was saying, I did get a couple things wrong in the last video. And as it turns out, the main conflict for the search warrant and everything was actually Fred the raccoon. So apparently they had released some videos with Fred the raccoon, and if you don't know, raccoons are very, very popular in getting rabies. They are very well known for rabies. Squirrels not so much, but rabies and raccoons go together like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know why it happens, but raccoons are very, very commonly found with rabies. And this is where I'm kind of getting, I don't want to defend this lady by all means. Like the last video my last video, 10 minutes of that video was ranting on these low life, no life blights on society that see things like this and report them. And I stand on that. I do. It's like it's clawing its way out. I don't want to say it because it makes it sound like I'm defending this woman, but I'm not. But I imagine her thought process was, here's a raccoon that they just got out of the wild. They're nursing it back to health, right? Here's Fred. It's a wild raccoon. It might have rabies. If it does have rabies, it might spread to not only the squirrel, Peanut the squirrel, but also the other hundreds of animals they have on that farm. I would like to think that she saw this raccoon that was living inside with Peanut, and she thought this raccoon has rabies, and it might kind of infect the whole farm. And she maybe contacted the DEC to just try to get the raccoon out of there. That is my only grasp on humanity for this woman, because if it's not this exact thing, if it's anything other than the exact thing I just stated, everything in my last video stands. She is a blight on society. Since I like to, look on the optimistic side of things, I like to think that she had the farm's best interest in mind and went about it in the worst way possible. But anyways, with that update out of the way, I do want to talk about something else. See, whenever I upload videos, I always make a small 1 minute snippet of the video, like a little clip, and just upload it to my TikTok, to try to just spread my wings a little bit. And boy howdy, I posted a snippet on TikTok, and let me tell you, it popped off a little bit, right? It's one of my more popular TikToks, and weirdly enough, would you expect this squirrel getting euthanized to become an absolute powerhouse in the political landscape of things? I wouldn't. So as you can see right here, look. I mean, I'm kind of proud of it. I'm not gonna lie. Most of my other TikToks only get like maybe 12 likes. So I mean, hey, this one's popping off, right? The only thing I wanted to talk about is the kind of political aspect that's going through right now. And I kind of understand it with election day right around the corner. They're really, really pushing this, especially on Twitter. So I just wanted to go through some of the comments real quick. The comments are goofy because look, she's a Harris supporter. I know. We Texas don't want her, period, here. Here's another one, a Karen in Texas that did this, whose name is actually, I'm going to blur it out, and is a Kamala supporter. Typical unhinged white liberal Karen. Easy to understand, angry white liberal woman. Again, throwing out the liberal word. And the last one here on my post, at least, is justice for Peanut is no vote Kamala. Like, bro, like, really? Dude, this is a horrible situation, right? But I don't believe it's really a place for politics, right? I mean, yeah, aside from like just the New York politics space, I don't know what this has to do with the political landscape, especially with like the presidential candidates. They have nothing to do with this at all. Like, now I'm gonna say again, I don't care about politics, whichever way you lean. I made it a point to myself. I think politics are absolutely stupid, but it is something that we absolutely 100% need. It's a necessity for our civilization. We need to have politics. I think that people have just absolutely gone feral with what their beliefs are. And one thing I really don't like is how people kind of like deify their presidential candidate. And I'm not just talking about Trump. You do see more Trump than Kamala, but people are letting their emotions run rampant in politics, and I fucking hate it. I hate politics. Now you might ask yourself like, hey, you just said you hate politics. Why are you talking about it? Why are you bringing this up? Well, it's because literally everyone is talking about this squirrel, this very, very unfortunate situation with Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon is somehow like a driving force in the upcoming election. I don't know how. That is baffling to me. This is a unfortunate situation for everyone involved, but it has absolutely nothing to do with politics. Like, I don't understand it. Now, I have seen that like people say that like the state shouldn't be able to go into your home, steal a pet, and then kill it. And I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree. But I think the biggest thing that was a problem with this whole situation with Peanut is that like they just went too full force too fast. I've seen it said a lot. This isn't my idea, but someone said, hey, just give him a call. Just give Mark Longo the call. Say, hey, you can't have this raccoon inside. It's technically a wild animal. Keep him out if you're gonna treat him. And that would have been good. He would have been like, oh shit, they figured out that they figured out that I post these wild animals online. I'm gonna not do that anymore. I'm just gonna focus on my pet squirrel, get him papers, and everything will be good. It's a whole ordeal that is 100% avoidable, and I don't think it has anything to do with the presidential election. Look, I'll say it. I genuinely have not seen this much outrage over an animal's death since Harambe back in like 2015, almost a decade ago. Actually, let me double check. Okay, sorry, it was 2016. 2016, still, that's like 8 years ago, man. Actually, that's another real bad situation I kind of want to talk about. Maybe I'll do that like in a future video. I don't know. I mean, look at this, man. Look, I type in Peanut the Squirrel on X.com. Fuck it, it's Twitter. I looked up Peanut the Squirrel on Twitter. Look at this. Pets for Trump. Look at this. Look at this post. It's an AI video of squirrels marching on the White House. And look at this. Look, wait, hold on. Pets for Trump. It's got the squirrel. Look at that. What is going on? Rip Peanut. Rip Peanut indeed. What does this have to do with Trump, bro? What? Joe Rogan talked about it with Elon Musk. A new mural in New York City. Okay, this one actually isn't. This one actually doesn't. Like, I don't think this one is actually, like, political, but that's just nice. I like to see that. That's nice. Look, another one, man, another one. Look, just announced. New York Democrats just raided Mark Longo's home for having pet Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon that he rescued. They stole his animals and killed it. Vote Trump. He will save the squirrels and raccoons. What the fuck is going on? Dude, AI is so funny, man. The AI is such a goofy thing. And this... the fact that this is what we use it for, it's so funny. I'm actually curious, did like Trump or Kamala Harris talk about it? Let me see. All right, I looked at his Twitter, and it doesn't look like... I control F'd Peanut, and I didn't see anything mentioning Peanut. I was gonna say, if Trump actually like legitimately talks about Peanut unironically, that would be one of the funniest moments I believe in politics history. That would be so hilarious. Now let's look at Kamala. Damn. Okay, yeah, I looked at hers too. There's no mention of Peanut. Like right now, today, it is November the 4th, right? Tomorrow is election day. If their like last second push for voters was talking about Peanut the squirrel, that would be the funniest shit in the world. But, every time I do say it's hilarious, I always, I have to take a step back, because then I'm like, damn, at the end of the day, this shit sucks. And usually I don't make like follow-up videos like this or anything, but I just wanted to say this was a little goofy and weird, and I hate politics. That's my final stand on that. I probably won't talk about politics ever again on this channel. If I do, it's got to be some like monumental goofiness or something like that, because it opens up a can of worms. No matter what happens when you talk about politics, you're gonna piss off about half the population. But that's gonna do it for me. If you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe, and if you don't, sorry. I guess. Rest in power, Peanut and Fred.